ball afterwards. That was pretty fun. You know, when you do stuff like that, it's just to loosen everybody up, you know, get the team bonding and just to have a little fun.
How have you enjoyed so far coming to ASU? Obviously, with transferring in over the summer, a lot of change for you. How have you enjoyed your time in Tempe and with the team thus far?
Yeah, it's been good. I feel like I'm building a lot of good relationships with the team, and I feel like this team, you know, they welcomed me in quickly. You know, I adjusted well, and it's just been a good atmosphere so far.
Yeah, being a senior, you have a lot of experience playing, obviously, in the Big Ten as well, and then in the ACC with Georgia Tech. What kind of experience have you been able to bring over to the team early on, kind of mentoring guys or just being there for your teammates?
Really teaching them anything that I know or anything that I've experienced or seen, just taking them through those scenarios and letting them know my point of view on stuff like that, and really just adding as much value as I can.
Do you have any lessons that you kind of took from your time last year at Nebraska? Obviously, didn't maybe have the season you might have hoped for, and then coming into this situation now, anything you might have taken away that you say, okay, if I do this better, maybe we'll have a better season this year, maybe I can polish up these parts of my game?
Really just going out there and playing ball. You know, I think the biggest thing I learned at Nebraska was just to be myself always and never take anything for granted. And really, when you think like that and you just be appreciative of where you are and what you're able to do, you know, God blessed me with the ability to play football. He blessed me with an opportunity. So just being appreciative of that it changes your whole mindset on how you look at things.
Is that a little bit tough? Because I know the fan base there. Everything's magnified there at Nebraska. Do you feel maybe less pressure in a setting like an Arizona State where they're coming off some losses and there's not the pressure?
I mean, it's not even that. I mean, I think the pressure didn't come from, at Nebraska, the pressure didn't come from all the fans and the atmosphere. I think it came from myself. You know, I lost touch of why I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do too much. I overthought a lot. Like I was in my head a lot, you know, but I wouldn't say that the outside factors in Nebraska put pressure on me. I think I just put too much pressure on myself.
How do you think you were able to transition away from that kind of understanding, hey, maybe I'm putting too much pressure on myself? That happened a lot with collegiate athletes and with other teammates as well. So what did you do to kind of realize, like, hey, let me take a step back, let me be appreciative for my game and not stress so much about little things?
Yeah, so after I left Nebraska, you know, I went to GT. I went back to GT to finish my degree. I was taking 8 hours. I was taking 8 classes, 20-some hours. And it was just time for me to reflect, you know, soul search. I had to isolate myself. And I did a lot of just a lot of self-talk, self-reflection, you know, talking with God, getting myself closer to God, and really just working on myself. And then that time, you know, while waiting to hear from schools and stuff, it just showed me how fast this stuff goes by, and you got to be appreciative of what you have and any opportunity that you get. And once I got the call from ASU, I just looked at it as an opportunity from God. And I just told myself, like, look, just go out there and be you, you know, have fun, be yourself, and just don't make it bigger than what it is. Go out there and be appreciative of where you are, and just go out there and play.
Do you feel like you're kind of getting on the same page with your receivers now? I know you've had a couple long completions to Jake. Do you feel like you're kind of getting there and you're on the same page with them?
Oh yeah, we building relationships every day. You know, that's the point of camp, that's the point of practice. You know, even with me just being here, we put in a lot of extra work in the summer. You know, I'm going to throw routes on the weekends or throughout the week and just getting extra catches in and stuff. So I feel like our relationship is definitely building every day.
I want to talk to you about that phone call that you got from ASU. What was, obviously you mentioned how appreciative you were for the opportunity, but what was said to you on the phone call by either like Kenny Dillingham or Marcus Araujo or anybody else that kind of made you think, hey, this is the place I want to be at, this is the place for me?
I was actually training. I was with my QB coach, and we seen that the QB that was here entered the portal, and he was like, how would you like ASU? And I was like, I mean, that's a good spot. And then moments, I think like a day or two later, I talked with Coach Dillingham, and it was just a good conversation. You could tell he was a genuine dude, and he meant every word he said. So I came on a visit, I like the visit. I like the vibe of the team, you know, and it was just a good place for me to be.
Coming in with Sam Levitt as well, another transfer from the Big Ten, how does that kind of impact you guys and your ability to kind of go out and play together, grow as not necessarily a duo, but grow as quarterbacks in the same QB room?
Yeah, I seen. We actually played against Sam last year when he was at Michigan State. I wasn't playing, but I seen him come in and play, and I was telling myself during that game, I was like, this quarterback good. So once I came here and seen that he was here, I knew that it was going to be a good competition. It was going to be, you know, I like good competition. I like to go against good people. You know what I'm saying? So seeing that Sam was here and once getting here, meeting him, talking to him, it was just a good experience. You know, me and Sam, our relationship growing every day. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good quarterback room that we got.
What's your mindset like, knowing that the decision for starting quarterback is still open and that there's a chance that it could be you starting in a couple weeks?
I'm just trying to be the same person every day, you know, stack days, be consistent, and really just try to compete against myself, you know, just get better every day, and just any mistake that I make, just to learn from it, not make it too big, and just go out there and be myself.
What do you want to get accomplished tomorrow in the scrimmage? A live, Kenny said live action tomorrow for you guys. Arroyo was just telling us not often quarterbacks get live in practice.
Yeah.
So what are you looking for to accomplish tomorrow?
I mean, anything that I would be willing to accomplish in practice, you know what I'm saying? Just to be consistent, you know, just to stack a day that, you know, I had a good day yesterday, to stack another day, you know what I'm saying? Just go out there and play football. Be me, not make it bigger than what it is, like I said, and just go out there and play.
You're going to have about 1,000 or more fans here tomorrow. That change the dynamic of that excitement tomorrow?
Nah, not really. You know, I mean, it could be 0 people out here, it could be 100,000 people out here, and just try to be the same me.
How's this environment? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like the scenery. You know, it's a cool place. I wish we had a little service out here, but other than that, it's pretty good.
What did you hear about Camp T, and what did the expectation shape out to be in reality this week for you?
I heard it was gonna be like this. You know, I didn't know about the weather. The weather out here really good, but I knew it was gonna be like a camp vibe. You know, just out here in the woods, just locked away.
What do you make of just the experience? It's, you know, intended to bring you guys closer together. Do you feel like that's been accomplished?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I feel like this team growing every day. You know, we at nights we hanging out. You know, we chilling, and I think just having that much free time with each other, getting to know each other, we having bonfires and stuff, just getting to know different backgrounds and all that. I think it's building us closer as a team.
How do you feel
like to work with Coach Arroyo, and how do you feel like his system and his language is working for your game?
Oh yeah, it's been really good. You know, Coach, he's a good coach. You know, he stays on you. He makes sure that you know everything that you need to know. And I think the biggest thing about Coach, he the same person for everybody. And I think that's something that's cool to see.
The fact that he coached Justin Herbert at Oregon, and Justin Herbert being what he is right now in the NFL, was that like a good recruiting selling pitch for you when ASU was talking to you?
Oh yeah, the fact that him and Dillingham, they got good quarterback resumes, that it kind of swayed me a little bit, you know, just seeing their backgrounds and knowing that they got the experience to do what I need to be done and what they need to be done. So it's definitely something that swayed me over here.
Since you came to ASU, I've been watching a lot of film of Justin Herbert and Jordan Travis.
Not really. I've been, you know, when I watch film on other QBs, I've been usually watching Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, and I watch a lot of Josh Allen too, just to take bits and pieces from each of their games.
What about those guys you feel you try and take bits and pieces? Like, what are maybe some of the biggest things you've learned from them?
I just feel like Aaron Rodgers, he's smooth. You know, he one of those QBs that, like, you just watch him in his poetry. And then Lamar, he just dynamic. And, you know, he one of those players where you see him do something that you think you can do, you just got to keep watching it, and it'll pop up in your head on the field one day and you're doing it, you know what I'm saying? And then I just watch Josh Allen just because Josh Allen, he throw the ball 80 yards down the field just to see his big plays, see how different arm angles he uses and stuff like that.
You were kind of a post-spring addition, so just what is it kind of like going through fall camp now and learning the offense, and especially over the summer as well?
Yeah, it's been good. You know, I'm learning more every day. That's the biggest thing for me, being here, getting here in May, just trying to learn everything I can before the season. And I feel like I've been picking up on it fast, you know, just being in there watching, you know, paying attention, going through my notes, and just coming out here taking the reps at practice has been helping me.
What about this offensive scheme do you feel like, you know, fits well for your game and your play style?
I feel like we're a pretty balanced offense. You know, we got a lot of bits and pieces in the offense that fit me. And, I mean, really any quarterback will love this offense.
What can fans expect from you coming into this season, like what between the lines when you get on the football field?
They can expect somebody that's going to give it everything you got. You know, that's my biggest thing. I'm going to give it everything I got, and I'm going to just go out there and leave it all on the field.
How do you feel, obviously the battles with the defense have helped you guys out? I know when you go back and watch film, but with challenges that the defense presents, so how's it helped you?
Yeah, our defense is pretty good. You know, we be going back and forth. You know, they have some good days, we have some good days, and I think it's just good because we building each other up. We making the defense better, and they making us better, and they giving us good looks.
I know last year there were some turnovers issues that you had over at Nebraska. Just what are some of the things that you may be improving on to kind of maybe limit some of those turnovers for this season?
Really just making sure I'm straight mentally. You know, that's been the big thing that I've been working on really in the off season before I got here. Just working on my mental. You know, I don't really think about it no more. You know, I don't put it past me, leave the past in the past, and just, you know, build from that.
What about the mentalities? Like just watching more film, picking up on progressions more? Like what exactly are you trying to refine on your mental game?
Really nothing to do with football. It's really like just mentally as myself, you know, knowing where I come from, knowing who I am, and just having that self-confidence about myself, you know. That time that I had at GT these past few months, it really helped me out a lot. You know, I did a lot of soul searching, did a lot of just reflections, and it just showed me who I really am.
What'd you get your degree in when you went back to Georgia Tech?
Business administration with a concentration in general management.
What's been your first impressions of Camp T?
It's fun, you know, just being around the guys, playing football. I mean, what more could you ask for, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we ain't got no service and nothing, but, I mean, we really don't need that when we out here hanging out with the guys, hanging out with the team. It's been a good experience.
Thanks, Jeff.